What's going on, guys? Take it deeper into the video, and today I want to go over my personal list of the top 5 best rap albums of 2016. Now, just as a forewarning here, this list was very hard to make. It was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, just because, really kind of reflecting on the year, we've had a lot of great hip-hop and a lot of great rap this year in 2016. It was a great year. We had a lot of really big albums, a lot of new people came on the scene, and it's overall been an amazing year for music as a whole. But there were a lot of albums that I skipped out on, a lot of albums I didn't even, listen to, like for example, Schoolboy Q, Blank Face, never got around to that. And there's a lot of albums that maybe, in your opinion, should have been on this list. So definitely leave a down in comments below if I missed anything that you guys think that should have been on here, or maybe ones that you completely disagree with on my list. And let me know in the comments below. Starting off at number 5, we started off the year with Too High to Riot by Bas. Now this is personally one of my favorite rappers out right now. He's on Dreamville, he's with J. Cole. Him, Bas, and Kaz, and all those people that are on Dreamville, they're all doing incredible things. And even J. Cole dropped this year in December. And I just feel like, out of all the rappers on Dreamville, I feel like definitely Bas came with the best showing here. Even at J. Cole dropping this year as well, I feel like Bas overall had the best cohesive sound and the best just rap album. You know what I'm saying? Too High to Riot is one of those albums that you can just flip on, and when it's nice outside, roll on your windows and just chill. Like it's just that vibey rap kind of East Coast feel to it, and it's just one of those albums that I love dearly. You know what I'm saying? I just love it. I love Bas as an artist, and I can't wait to see how he grows later in the future. Going on to number 4, I called this in my review the Avengers of Music, and that is DJ Khaled's Major Key album. Now, of course, DJ Khaled has had an amazing year in 2016. He has his son just now. He has a book out. He's had an incredible year, and this was really the pinnacle of the year that he's had. Is Major Key. Major Key was everywhere, man. Everyone was talking about it, and yeah, maybe it died a little bit quickly, but Major Key is definitely a highlight of the year personally, with a bunch of songs on it that a lot of people like I Got the Keys, what I'm saying, like Holy Key, Where's Jermaine with J. Cole's thing. There are just a ton of hits and a ton of features on this album that really makes it, in my opinion, kind of the Avengers of music right now, where it's the best and the brightest of all hip-hop, rap, R&B on the same album. And it's great to see, and it was awesome for it to come out like that, and it was just a crazy album, at that, and the artwork was cool as well. So that landed in my number 4 spot on my top 5 for rap. Going on to number 3. Now number 3, it was kind of hard to put it here at this pinnacle, but I feel like it is definitely deserving, right? And that is Drake's Views. Now you guys all know, okay, there's no surprise here that I am a big Drake fan. I have a lot of bias towards Drake, but honestly, I feel like he really does deserve to be on this top 5, just because of the level of hype that Views got and just the amount of accolades it's got over the year. It's the most selling album on iTunes. It was the most streamed on Apple Music. It's like 4 times platinum, I think, at this point. I think it's 4 times platinum at this point. It is just a monumentous album for Drake. And honestly, with all the negatives of Views aside, right, at the end of the day, it was, in my opinion, a very good album. You know what I'm saying? It was, in my opinion, one of the higher ranking albums of Drake. I wouldn't say it's the best album. I wasn't saying that. I would never say that Views, was his best album at all. In my opinion, it's not, but it is just good. It's good. It's a good album, period. It's a good album, and anything Drake touches turns to magic, obviously. And we got hits like Controller on there. We got Child's Play, Hype as well. There are so many hits, and even with the movie that he released alongside it, Please Forgive Me, that stems off of the album Views. Views was just a big thing this year. It was big with all the memes and everything, and the tour. It was just insane. So I feel like Drake definitely deserves this spot on my top 5. Going on to number 2, we got Mr. Kanye West with The Life of Pablo. This album was under heavy heavy controversy with name changes and artwork changes, and just literally now at this point, he's added tracks to the album, if you stream it or if you download it, just by itself, it just obviously the point, because there's many other songs, and he actually changed verses midway. And this is kind of the first taste we've had of this in the industry, where we've had an album change and adapt over time. This is something that we have not had ever, really, at this point. And just, man, like, the album, you know, The Life of Pablo is just one of those albums that you can just kick back and just listen to straight up, and it's obviously insane. You know, we got hits like Ultralight Beam, Waves, Real Friends, Wolves. Like there are so many top tier Kanye West songs on this, and even one of the added tracks to the streaming version, which, you know, I have now, is Saint Pablo, which is arguably my favorite Kanye West song of all time. Really, like, Saint Pablo is insane. And overall, you know, this album is just incredible. Then we even got, alongside this album a few months later, the Life of Paul remix of this guy on Reddit that completely, you know, made the album, you know, better and worse in some ways, but was a very, very good mix overall in the album. And this was just a career-defining album for Kanye West. It is crazy. I love it so much. And obviously I went on tour with him. You guys saw the vlog. That was crazy. And you know, aside from the BS with Kanye West canceling the tour and everything, and, you know, having to go to rehab, and, you know, not rehab but hospital, you know, being hospitalized over the winter break and all stuff like that, beside the point, Kanye West put out a dope album, and he's rumored to come out with the next one as well. Check out my video down on the channel where I talked about it as well. But overall, Life of Pablo, spot number 2. Now, what is my number 1 favorite rap album of 2016? Now, this took a lot of thought. This took a lot of thinking, because this album I did not pick up until really, really late in the year. And I was really unsure if I wanted to make this my album of the year. But while I was reviewing other albums like J. Cole's, like Childish Gambino's, you know, I kept going back to this album right after I was done. And I would listen to this album continuously between other albums I was going to review, aside from the first listening session of the album when I reviewed it. Like, I just kept coming back to this album. And that is something that I have not had in a long time. Last time I had that was If You're Reading This with Drake's release. That was the last album that hooked me to that degree. And the album I'm talking about in question here that won my number 1 in the rap category is Birds in the Trap, Sing McKnight. Now, guys, I don't know what it is. I couldn't even nail it down why I love this album so much, but I am a Travis Scott fan after this year. I don't know why I slept on Travis Scott. I have no idea, you know, even like why am I so attached to this album? You know what I'm saying? It's just, I can't even really, you know, pinpoint a reason why. It's just that good. And it's weird because, you know, if you would ask me like last year, or ask me, you know, if you would ask me like the year before that, if to like listen to an album like this, I would have probably told you like, no, I'm good, I don't really, you know, listen to that stuff. But after really giving it a chance, after really giving Travis Scott an honest chance, I love it. I freaking love it, guys. Like, this is an album that I am hooked on to the highest key. Like, we got Way Back, Goosebumps, Outside, like Wonderful at the end with The Weeknd, like all of those crazy songs, and I am just addicted to this album. Like, there is not one track here in this album that I want to skip, and that is rare to see. So, hey man, give it up, Travis Scott, won my personal rap album of the year 2016 with Birds in the Trap, Sing McKnight. And that's all I got for this episode. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you like, subscribe, share, all down below. Thanks for watching, and as always, I got you.